Hi friends, this is Pastor Lucas Pin, and this is our snack for the journey, another week. And we are going through the Bible. That is our goal, to go through the Bible, to share with you a few verses of each chapter. Every week, one book in the Bible. So that's the goal. So we finished last week Isaiah. This week we start Jeremiah. Jeremiah is a very, very interesting prophet. Jeremiah, he prophesies what he tells us here, that he prophesies during the Amon, the reign of Josiah, son of Amon, Jehoiakim, and then he goes all the way to the Zedekiah, and so it's he prophesied during that time that it was very tough, because it was the end of an era for the Israel. The Babylonians will come. God is raising all those prophets and try to bring the people back to Him. And then it's going to get to the time that God's going to say, okay, I had enough. These people, they don't want me, they don't want to worship me, they don't want to obey me, they want other gods, they want to do other things, they want to break the law. So, okay, they want to do that, all right. They're going to pay the price for that. And the whole thing turns. And Jeremiah is the man, the prophet that God will use during that time. And it's a very tough time for Jeremiah, because his message is not good. Not good. And he has to deliver. And it's a very interesting prophet and interesting book. So I'm going to share with you right at the beginning about his call, because it's very interesting for all of us. It's in Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. It says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations. Jeremiah was telling God, said, look, I'm too young. Maybe I should not, because God said, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to call you. You're going to tell them what I put in your mouth. But then Jeremiah said, hey, I'm too young to do that. And God said, look, I know you before I formed you. Before I formed you. In the Presbyterian Church, the Reformed faith, the predestination, God knowing things beforehand, not because He has a special knowledge, but because He is doing. He's going to do it. He has done. It's a done deal. It's not because He just kind of can see the future. There is no future for God. He can see the whole thing. Everything is eternal present for Him, because He knows everything, because He does everything. So He said, look, before you were born in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Before you were born, I set you apart. And I appointed you. And it's very interesting, because it tells us that this God, this powerful God, this mighty God, all knowledge, all power, He is the one that has something for you and for me. And He appointed you and me to do things in His kingdom. And we should be able to answer that call. And He is telling Jeremiah, said, look, don't worry, you are young, don't worry, I will be with you, and I'm going to put the words in your mouth, and you're going to be able to do what I ask you to do. It's going to be tough, it's not going to be easy, but I'll be there with you, and we're going to do this together. It's great. It's a great message that God has for each one of us. We can learn with Jeremiah. Not that we're going to become a Jeremiah, not that we're going to go through what he went through, even though some people around the world is going through what he went through. But it's the calling, is the knowing that there is a God beyond us. A God that knows everything, a God that can do anything. And He is the one calling us to do something with Him. And this is a beautiful message for each one of us. No matter your age, that is the thing here. No matter your age, You can be young, you can be old, you can be middle. It doesn't matter where you find yourself in your bracket. God still can use you, and He's calling you, and He appointed you before you were born. He already had that plan for you. It's a great news for each one of us. And this is our snack for the journey. God bless you.